Part C is asking for an absolute minimum on the interval from -6 to 5. So we have to make a list of our candidates. What are our candidates for x values? Candidates. Okay. So we have x equals -6 because that's an endpoint. Okay, and then anywhere where f prime x is equal to 0, so that's at x equals -2 as well. Okay, and then it's 0 again at x equals 2. And then the last endpoint is x equals 5. Okay, so those are the 4 x values we have to check. Now, if you remember back in part A, we already know what f of -6 is. And we already know what f of 5 is. We already did those. F of 5 was equal to 10 minus 2 pi. And f of -6 was equal to 3. So now we just need to figure out f of -2 and f of 2. So, and f of -2 we already know as well because it tells us in the start of the problem that f of -2 equals 7. And then, so we really just need to check f of 2. What is f of 2 equal to? Well, it's going to be equal to 7 plus the integral from -2 to 2 of f of x, f prime x dx. So we're really just looking for the area under the curve from -2 to 2, which is just that semicircle, which we already know has an area of 2 pi because it's pi r squared divided by 2. Pi times 2 squared divided by 2 equals 2 pi. So that means that we just have 7 minus 2 pi here. So which of these is, oh, sorry, that's not where I meant to write that. We have equals 7 minus 2 pi. Okay, so what is the smallest of these values? Well, 7 minus 2 pi is smaller than 10 minus 2 pi, obviously. It's also obviously smaller than 7, and it's also smaller than 3 because we can think of 2 pi as being about 6, so this is going to be like approximately equal to 1. So then that means that the absolute minimum happens at 2 comma 7 minus 2 pi. And it happens at, this is the absolute, 7 minus 2 pi is the absolute minimum, which happens at x equals 2. Okay, finally, we are looking for f double prime -5 and f double prime 3, or we're going to say why they don't exist. So, -5 is right here. And this is a graph of f prime, so f double prime is going to represent slope of f prime. F double prime is slope of f prime. So what is the slope at -5? Well, we can see that the rise over run is -1/2, right? Run by -1, rise by -1, run by 2. It's a -1/2 slope. So f double prime -5 is -1/2. Okay, so then what about f prime 3? So x equals 3 is right here. Okay, it is, f double prime 3 is not going to exist because f prime is not differentiable at x equals 3. So, yeah, we'll just say f prime not differentiable at x equals 3. I think this is supposed to say differentiable, right? Sometimes it's hard to write with the iPad pen. Not differentiable at x equals 3.